to be, again, speaking at the NRA Summit in Indianapolis.
Oh.
That's right, correspondent Tina Thompson. Live from Newsroom.
Don't back talking me. All right, coming in.
Morning, want to be outdoors. Joe Buck, Keith, how you doing? Brandon Outdoors. Morning, everybody. I think I'm getting a sinus infection. All these trees blooming. You know how you can just kind of feel it up here. Fishing for whiskers. Good morning. Yep, last week I wasn't here, so I hope everybody had a good Friday. Whatever y'all do on that day, church or family or hanging out, working if you got to work. But today, my son went to Cabela's. Morning, Mark. My son went to Cabela's over in Wichita because I was out of white chenille. And he found me some white chenille. Now, this is the woolly booger stuff that's kind of, a little stiff, but it's got some good sparkle to it. So it'll work fine for what I'm going to do. I'm going to go chase me some crappie today. So imagine that, right? I'll go get on some more of them slabs. At least that's the hope. Oh, Mark, I seen your live well full of crappie. Man, this were some pretty crappie, all in their fancy tuxedo looking colors, all colored up for the spawn. Yeah, I'll tell you what, since I got an electric fillet knife from Rex over at Pond Hopper and the other guys, they gifted me a Rapella fillet knife, and man, I tell you, that's a game changer. I used to use a fillet knife back in the day, but it wasn't. They weren't fillet knives back. The fillet knives back then weren't like what they are now. That thing makes it. I can clean 10 fish, which before it took me a little while. Now I do it no time flat. So I mean, we usually only keep 10 crappie where we go. It's all you need. A couple fillets, maybe 4 per person. You got one for Christmas? Yeah, I'll tell you what, filleting with a regular knife, regular fillet knife, and then going to that electric knife, that made a big difference. It made a big difference. And it's way different than when of course I was younger, so probably more inexperienced on filleting fish. So you kind of got that aspect going. But I'm going to tie me up some jigs for today. Last week, a hot color was pink head and white body, white tail. So, and I didn't have no chenille left. So I was like, what am I going to do? And then the other day, my son, Timothy, my youngest son, he ran off to Cabela's with his wife, and it was like, oh, I pulled too hard. I hate that. This white is a, here, you know what? That was a 70. Actually, I think that was it's like the equivalent to a 70. It's an 8/0. But I keep snapping that. So I'm going to switch back over to a 140. It don't matter. They're 16ths. So this is a 16th on a size 4 hook. Went to get me another bobbin because I broke my last one, and then I mailed off one to Robin C, I think, is who I mailed one off to. That way I think that's who I sent it off to. Somebody was needing one, and I had an extra. Then, of course, when you get rid of your extra, then you find out that you kind of needed it. I mean, it's no big deal. It was a pleasure giving it to her. So, but I got there. That's a better thread. I got an idea in my head about doing a live with some of Robin C's quail feathers that she raises quail. So, and she gave me some quail feathers, and I want to do a live with that. So, can't find my blue. Oh, there it is. All right, so now I got the white feather on there. I'm just taking my time this morning, guys. I got a headache, but I'm going to go catch me some crappie today, so I'm dealing with it. I'm like right here between my eyes and my nose. Hey, Annie Finn, how you doing? You're always working. Everybody works on Friday mornings. But this is the time that Gregory goes to the thrift store, so I got some quietness. And it's nice out, so Rosie's wanting to stay outside, so maybe I won't get licked to death for a minute. Of course, when she comes in, she'll probably want to lick me. But that was I put on some blue flash. And then, of course, we're going to throw that white chenille on there. So, but it's just funny how when you get kind of a headache and you get, all that stuff up in your sinuses, you just you just zaps you. You feel like what? Now, see, this chenille is fluffier than what I was wanting. So, they say that's a medium, but that's a pretty good size medium. So like this is a medium that I'm used to. And then this is their medium. So that's quite a bit bigger. But it'll be all right. It'll just be a fat jig. If I would have I got a mold that does just round head, so you don't get that, you don't have the bait collar, and you don't have to trim a bait keeper. But I just got that mold recently. Now I don't have it in here, but I'm going to show you. Like, this jig has the bait keeper part on it, and that bait keeper part, if you got that thicker chenille, it'll make that jig pretty fat. So, but what I want to do is if you get a thinner profile, I got a mold now that's a 16th head that has no body to it. It's just a round head, no collar, and that way I can get a thinner profile. So, but morning, Rex. There's Rex from Pond Hopper. You guys haven't checked him out, go check it. You guys, feel free to, if y'all are mods, feel free to share links. Get everybody. So there it goes. There's my jig for the day. So I'm going to tie up a few of those. Those were what we was getting them last week on. So kind of tie me a couple 16ths on the smaller, and then I'm going to tie me a couple big ones. Yeah, I know. Well, my camera's out of whack again. Come on, focus. It'll come back in a minute, guys. You know what I think I'm going to do is try to get y'all a little closer, see what it does. I keep trying to get to where y'all can see this better. Why are you not focusing for me? Come on. There it goes. Finally, stupid camera. Oh, I'll tell you what. I would like to get a new camera, but it ain't happening. I had to go out to the farm yesterday, my mother-in-law's place, and do a little work to get some gas money so I can go fishing today. What she did was she's like, yeah, go fill up, don't go fill up your truck, but go put gas in your truck, and then you could come out here and have Gregory pick up some sticks and stuff and I went and cut a log and did a few other things for her. But she even bought me some more breeches. She brought me some more. I wear slacks, so and khakis, whatever you want to call them. But she bought me some at a thrift store. They were like 75 cents a pair. She said they were on sale, so she snagged me up some. It was a good thing because just right after I hung up with her, I was at my pond yesterday, and we stopped by there on, since we're out there, we might as well take the rods and throw the rods in and do a little fishing. So we stopped out there and caught a couple bass. But we had to drive in on the farmland where the cows are. There's no cows there now, but we drove in there and went down by the creek, and Gregory threw his pole in the creek and actually caught a couple pound bass in the creek. So the creek, however you say it. I guess it depends on what part of the country you're from. But yeah, he caught a nice little bass out of there. So that was pretty cool. I mean, the water is literally like 1.5 feet deep. And it wouldn't be that deep if it wasn't for the beaver dam. It might be 2 feet deep actually, but it's just funny. There's a big bass in the creek. The little bitty body of water that flows through the property. There you go. But yeah, we then at the I made that one kind of short. That'll be all right. I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, we so while we was there, we was messing around and throwing the bass rod and stuff like that, and I caught like 6 little bitty bass about yay big. So that means and that was on a 6-inch worm. It was funny that the worm was almost as big as the bass, and then one bass was probably 12 inches or so. So needless to say, we probably got too many bass in there. So we're gonna harvest some of them. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I may feed them to the dog. Being that small, they might be all right to eat, but I'm not a fan of bass, guys. It just crappie and bluegill. I don't even like catfish, so I'll eat a blue cat once in a while if it's a smaller blue cat. If somebody catches one out of a place where you can keep one that's under 10 pounds, I'll eat them. But they taste all right, and it's usually out of a big clean body of water where you got an open limit on them and no size. So he'll eat pond hopper Rex. He'll eat the bass. Well, Rex, if you're not doing nothing this weekend, Sunday, you better come and take advantage of it. If not, if you got something going this weekend, next weekend, or one evening or something, snatch up Mike and bring Mike. Clean all them little dudes out, because I mean, literally, Gregory only threw his rod for probably 10-15 minutes, and he caught quite a few. So, and it was on spinner, and his bass. Here, I'll show you guys. I used my phone for yesterday's. That's the size of bass that Gregory was catching. And then this is the one out of our creek. So yeah, Gregory loves catching them little bass. He has so much fun. Hey Lloydies, how you doing? Welcome in. Thanks, Keith, for sharing everything. So all right. So then the last week was the disc. So go green. I'm gonna do it with a white tail, but I'm gonna get a big old fluffy feather. Look at that one. That's a big fluffy. I'm gonna go tie one of these. Let's see how this does. And I got a couple people that have jigs that they're waiting on that they said, hey, tie me a box. And I appreciate y'all being patient. Like I said, I got a sinus thing going on. I got a headache. But I can have a headache at the lake like I can have a headache here. Just like everybody goes, don't you, there's been people commented, don't you hurt sitting in your kayak, or don't you hurt fishing, or don't you hurt sitting on the edge of your wheelchair, trying to pick up your rods and stuff like that. Well, of course I do. But you know what? I'll tell you something. I can hurt at the lake in my wheelchair, or I can hurt at home in my wheelchair. So why not hurt at the lake in the wheelchair? You get my point? I mean, I want to catch fish. It's all right if I hurt. It's okay. Everybody hurts from time to time. You just go do it. I think I was on, I was on Lyle and Mark's show last night, Panfish Nation. Panfish Weekly is the show, but anyways, I was on there and I said that I can hurt you can hurt at home just as much as you can hurt at the water or at the lake or something like that. And it was true comment. I'm tired of hearing people, oh, I can't go fishing. I got a friend that is like all the time. He's like, oh, I can't go fishing. I hurt too much. I was like, then what are you doing this? He's like, well, it's got to be done. Well, fishing got to be done too, in my opinion. You know what? My thumb's kind of a little sore. I got poked by that hedge. If y'all don't, around here we got hedge trees, and that's what I was cutting down. And I think the actual technical name, so if you're like from Florida or the South, is Osage orange. So we were cutting an Osage orange tree down, and them things are full of thorns, and I got one in my thumb trying to pick up a branch, and guess what? They sting like the dickens. And it's on this thumb where I'm like, hitting my thing and stuff. But man, tell you what, it's a little sore. Okay, so look at that one. That's a nice one. And then I'm going to try different colors. This is what I'm doing. I'm just swapping up heads here. We're trying different things. I'm going to do the same thing, but this time I'm going to do this or do it on a gold head. And this is a disco gold. But I'm going to go with a marabou. A lot of you guys like marabou. I like tying with marabou. Almost kind of a wonky looking feather, ain't it? Got some curl to it. Let me use that. Use it for myself. It'll be all right. I'll make it a little long too. Put some wave in that water because it's going to be windy today. They're talking like 25-mile-an-hour winds. So we'll see. Do I want to put any flash on that or just leave it as it is? I think I will put some flash, but I'm going to put some of this fancy stuff. Look at this stuff. Ain't that pretty? It's like hair. It's like super soft. And it stretches real easy, which so you got to kind of be careful getting a hold of it. So, but this stuff is nice because it's soft. So putting it on with the marabou, it kind of acts with the marabou. So now I get this looped up in there. trim those couple extra. Well, these scissors, ever since I took them apart and stuff, I just didn't get that screw tight enough. And I Loctited it in there now, so it ain't coming back out. It was hard to get out too, because I think when they put them in there with these screws in there, they grind and polish it up with that screw in there. All right, so that, then we're gonna go with the white body again. So what's everybody got going on? Anybody been doing anything? I mean, everybody's probably working this week or doing your thing this week. Whatever you got going on. I just laid around after I got back from the farm yesterday. It just felt awful. I think I just got too much pollen in my face. I can't just, I don't know. You get that groggy, I don't know how to describe it. Y'all know what I mean. All right, so there we go. See, now that's got some, I don't know how, don't show it. There you go. You see that flash in that tail. But then, let's do, I'll get my finger on that. Yeah, I don't want to do that one. What I got over here? I'll do sour truce. And this time I'll go a little bit big. I'll go back with this is the 8th jig. Anyfin said his old lady's out of town. So now it's just him and the kids. So, there's going to be all kinds of junk food eaten there probably. It's usually what happens when Naomi leaves me and the boys to fend for ourselves is we just eat all kinds of junk. Then it felt awful. I'll go back with hackle on this one. Had a couple feathers just laying down here that need to be used up. And then just as a little extra, throw on a piece of sour truce just to add some pizzazz. Lay down there right. Good enough. Then go with the green. No milk in the fridge, not sure you'll survive. I just cut it, then I dropped it. I don't have my extra light today. I forgot to charge the battery or get the battery, but it's all right. It's okay, Naomi. It's all right. It needs to be charged up. Is it charged? Oh, it is charged. She's got it. She's ahead of me on that one. There. Now that's too bright. Now let me loop this on and I'm going to turn that down. It's still pretty bright, ain't it, guys? That's funny. All right, now I don't know what do I want to stay with the whole white thing. Yeah, sure, why not? I got this piece left. Okay, now when it gets that short, find my doodad. Barely caught it. That almost wasn't enough, but this was for if that was for somebody else, I would have unwrapped that. That was they needed one more go around, but it'll be all right. I don't care. Okay. There we go. That turned out good. It looks yellow on there, guys, but trust me, that's sour truth. My camera's just not very good. It's like my purple looks blue. It's like my purple looks blue. That's purple. that's plum purple. That's like you go to buy purple or marabou, and that's the purple you get. But it does look blue. Here's my coffee cup for today. It says Hunter's Excuses. Partner sneeze. Got a new gun. Wrong spot. Car broke down. Warm beer. There you go. Can't see through the fog. Tree jumped in front of me. Moved too far away. Deer moved too cold. Gregory got me that at the thrift store, so I thought that was pretty cool. Now we gonna go with some flashy. So we'll do some disco silver. And this time we'll do whitetail, but we're gonna do a different body. So it's just this time of year, shad are really going nuts. So white and gray, light grays are a common theme with jigs for those species. But yeah, I got to get rid of this headache. I just don't know. This time of year, as soon as them Bradford pears and the maples and the elms all start going, I get just my sinuses go nuts. I'll make this dude little short guy. I'm just trying up some different stuff from what I normally do. You got to change it up from time to time just to see if something else works better. Get out of that same rut thing. Appreciate all y'all being in here. All right. Yeah. So since I got the whole white and silver, don't have no silver left because I tied too many gizzard shad jigs. So I got this. This just called Shiner, and it's kind of like silver, but it's more, I don't know, foily looking. So, and to you guys, it probably just looks, but it has a black thread inside too, which I'm not too fond of, but we're going to use that. And to tell you that I don't use it that much, I probably had this bag for a while. And so I'm just going to use it out of the bag and wrap. I'm not going to trim and cut because it's going to be the only one I tie with this color. If I can pay attention to what I'm doing here. Yeah, it's an all right color. It just, to me, and on camera, it probably looks pretty good, but to me in person, I just don't like it. But we'll find out today if it works. I mean, it just, I don't know, with that black in there, you can see the black ribbing, and to me, that just doesn't look right. I mean, it's a good looking jig, but see that just, I don't know, it's got some nice sparkle to it. So maybe the fish ain't going to really care probably, but just to my eyes, it looks weird. And then if I can get it out, I got a pearl white one that for some reason, you see the end of it. I did not clean that head very well before I powder coated it. So I'll put that in my box gladly. Ain't going to hurt my feelings any. But I have not tied nothing all week just because I have been feeling down, guys. I did try to do some fishing, did try to do some work. It just sinuses. It's all about my sinuses. Okay, so then I'm going to do white feathers again, of course. Find me a nice fat one. All right. Want to be outdoors? I don't know if I said hi to you. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Sometimes it's easier to have somebody up here with you. I just didn't ask nobody. I need to start doing that. I need to get some guests up here, and I know I keep saying it, but I actually need to do it. I need to make plans. I just right now I've been so busy trying to figure things out. You know, got lawns to start caring for. You got, I mean, all the stuff that comes with summer. So even though I've been busy doing a bunch of stuff, now I'm going to even be busier doing more stuff. Oops, I just dropped that one. Where'd it go? Well, I dropped it and I can't find it now. It's on my lap somewhere. But these things blend in so well when you drop them on stuff. Can't even hardly see it anymore. All right. Now I got that light shining in my face. It makes it even harder. All right. Oh, it's fine, Mark. It's just that whole sinus thing. You just like, yeah, I got a couple real good bank spots, man. Travel 100 miles to fish yesterday, and I hate driving to fish. Yeah, so do I. I mean, I don't mind driving a half an hour, 45 minutes, but driving like 2 hours to go fishing, especially if you get skunked. You know, I went to Marion County Lake a couple times and I got skunked. Both times I went up there and didn't catch a fish one. And so, I mean, of course, it was middle of the winter, but we were in that ice house and heated, and there was thousands of fish down there. Dude showed up with live scope, and there's thousands of fish down there, and nobody could catch nothing. Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, you're like you've got good spots, but you know when I mean I've been thinking a lot lately about like I hope y'all ain't getting tired of looking at me catching big slab crappie from the same little lake. You know I've been trying to move around, but the wind's been so bad you can't. It's just like what are you going to do? You know you can't fight that wind. You know all day. It just gets. I mean you get frustrated after a while. But the couple spots we've got is even if you got 30-mile-an-hour winds, you just put it behind you and use the wind to cast out there a quarter mile. But the crappie are also starting to move up, but our water's getting warmer, so I can't wait. Within 2 weeks, we're going to be catching crappie 2 foot from bank. So especially with these temperatures, we've had pretty much 80 plus degrees the last 3 days now. So I mean, that water's warming. I think the water's warmed up 5 degrees in 7 days, which that's that's pretty quick. Of course, the Kingman Lake where that temperature's coming from is only 3 foot deep right now, so it won't take long for it to warm up. But anyways, I did a pearl head and the whitetail, and that's a I can't remember what that chenille's called, but it's pink, chartreuse, and black ribbed. Yeah, my truck, I get I'm averaging about 17, 18. And if I driving against this wind, there's days I'm getting 14, and I have an 18 Colorado, but I have the V6 in it, so it does take a little bit more gas. But also, sometimes you got to get on it to get into traffic, or the 2-lane roads around here. Cars get so spaced out where if you sit there and wait, if you didn't get in and get on it, you'd be stuck and waiting for 5 minutes for a bunch of cars. I had the crappie stacked on my live scope and still could only get 4 an hour to bite. Yeah, see, at times they just, I mean, I've seen guys with live scope where you stick it right down there in the face, and they might look at it like that and then just swim on or just stay there. And I'm like thinking, hey, you think you could put it in their face like that, they'd eat it just out of reaction, but nah. So, but we're gonna only go until about 9:10 or so, and then I'm gonna jump off here because I can go get ready to. I'm gonna meet up with Pond Hopper Rex, and we're gonna do some crappie fishing today from the bank, and I'm gonna throw out my Uncle Lou's rod. I'm taking my Uncle Lou's rod today. Catfish are starting to bite. My buddy the other day caught hung into a catfish that was about 10, 12 pounds, and got it up close to shore. And the pole there's a metal pole in the water about 15, 20 feet out, that if you look at my last couple videos, you'll see that pole. That catfish got wrapped around that pole, and I did take some video of it, but I'm not going to show the video just because you don't ever see the fish, you just see splashing. And also my buddy Jason is the one I was fishing with, and he's the big guy that I fish with in some of my videos. And I mean, if I did a short, I'd have to edit that short because it was a full moon. Let's just say that. All right, Mark, I appreciate you coming in, and you have a great day. Hopefully you're going fishing. He said he's got to get stuff done around there. So maybe he's not going fishing. Maybe he got enough fishing done in yesterday, but have a great day, bud. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. All right, get this gun. It's amazing how much it's hard to see with that light shining in my eyeballs. Now this one I'm putting like 6 pieces of flash on it, and then I'm folding it over. So this one's gonna be shiny. That ain't enough to do much. Yeah, my truck don't get much, has got for gas mileage, but it is a 4-door, and it is the short bed, but I've got a I got a 3-inch lift on it, or leveling kit, and I guess it's kind of a lift, but then I've took the air dam off and all that. So I got big tires on it. I got 32-inch tall tires on it, so I can get through the mud and muck. So it sucks the gas now. When I first bought it, got 22 miles a gallon. But that's when the air dam was literally 6 inches off the ground. Okay. Oh, what I do with that? I don't know what color I want to put on there. I got one small old piece of my white that's a thinner. I might use that. That's in my little scrap pile that I got. See my scrap pile? Hey, there was a jig head in there too. I just stuck my finger in it. All right, so now we get that going. This one you gotta wrap it a few times. I should have used that to tie up a few small jigs, but it's okay. Want that smaller profile for this jig. Maybe they'll think it's an emaciated shad and come and eat it out of pity. Tell you what, it'll probably get is that flash in the tail. All right, roll that again. Yeah. There you go. Look at that one. That's a nice one. Yours is a 1994 4x4 F150. Yeah, it likes gas. There you go. Look at that one. That one's got, see, look at all that flashy in there. That'll work good. Now, I see that I get my box filled back up from the 6 jigs I lost the other day. You lose a lot of jigs crappie fishing. So, but I gave you guys a sneak peek of a box that I'm working on. Those are the jigs from last week. And I was tying them up for somebody, and then they didn't have the money. So I threw them in with a box, and I'm going to finish this box up. And that box is, I'm going to offer that to a gentleman that asked if I could tie him a box. Come on, camera. All right. Well, I think that thing is about, come on, dude, work. I showed that box up to you guys too close. Give it a minute, it'll think. Okay, so I don't know what else I want to tie. Tied up pink. Could just do all white. Here's a little 16th on a 4 hook. Yeah. Gotta be careful when you use your clippers to clip off that bait keeper on these smaller ones. You'll snag that up. Purdy box of jigs. Well, thank you. Hey, Wild Japan, how you doing? Would that thing just come on, dude? I want you to focus back in. Why will you not focus back in? There, I think that's better. There we go. Man, that can't. This thing's getting annoying. Oh, we'll keep dealing with it. We'll keep dealing with it. It'll be all right. It will be okay, Dave. I get a little more flustered too when I don't feel good. Aggravated. It's like, why you got to feel like this? Your nose is all stuffy. Oh. All right. Where are you at? There you are. Okay. And just to throw in some extra again, throw a little sour truce on there. Oops. About dropped it. All right. There you go. Ooh, I like that. I don't know how well y'all can see that on there or not. I'll show you in a second. Get me a couple of them light minty green, chartreusey kind of almost. Not quite. There you go. Get that all mixed up. So, well, anyways, so like the video that came out on Tuesday, go check that out if you haven't checked that out. We were catching some slabs that day. Gregory caught a bullhead. Rex caught his first bullhead that day. You know, our first bullhead out of the pond, not his first bullhead, but the first one out of our pond. So he was pretty stoked about that. It seemed like. Hey Kelly, how are you doing? Yeah, we so I'm gonna just do a white head, white tail here, a little green chartreusey green feather, and then we'll throw on this white. And this has got like some blue kind of flake in it. So a little bit of sparkly. I think that's a good color too. We're just tying up some test jigs today, and then we're gonna go throw these. Hopefully, I don't want to. I mean, if one of them starts catching a bunch of fish, I maybe might stick with it a little bit. But I'm going to try to change the jig every 20-30 minutes or so, see if one works better than the other. I'm scared to stick that back up to the camera again, but I like that white head. Matter of fact, I'll do another white-headed one. So real quick, while I'm thinking about it, I got this. I got some mail, and in that mail is a couple more stickers for the wall. So Backlash and Coastal Water. There's hers, the husband and wife duo. So hey, you guys go check them out too. So there'll be two more we can put on the wall, and then I'll set those up there. And then I got a few more. So I got now. I don't. It's hard. They're hard to see, guys. They're over there. So I got Pond Hopper, Team Snag and Whiskers, Hog Leg, Pontoon Jody, Sunfish King, Catfish Weekly, Ugly Dog Lures. The other one is Campers in Common. I couldn't remember what the second part of that was. Sorry about that. And got Takedown Catfish. You got Danny Stone Outdoors and Geeks Catfishing. You got Geeks and Geezers. Yeah, that's a mouthful. Geeks and Geezers Fishing, and then LG Bass Tom. So I can't read very well this morning either. My sinuses. I'm blaming it all on that. No, I could never read good anyway. 922, what's up, bud? Listening while stocking shells. Oh, so what time we running on? Yeah, I'm not gonna go to 9:30 today, guys. I'm gonna go probably about 9:10. My head. It's not that big a deal, but it's still just kind of a pain. I'm gonna do up another white one, but I'm gonna change it. I've got some Lucy feathers sitting right here. I just try to use some of these scraps up. We're gonna throw this one like that. Do a white head, an orange tail, and only do marabou. I'm not gonna put no flash in it. But then that piece ain't long enough. That piece long enough? That piece might be long enough. Okay, so just trying to use up some scraps and make some jigs for myself. Rebuilding an electric forklift. Wow. That's probably not much fun. I don't know. I guess if you're into that, I'm a car guy, so I'd probably enjoy it. The whole electric thing, I'm not a fan of. But boy, that feather was, or that the chenille was just enough to catch the whole jig. Maybe that white head will grab their attention. I don't know. It's okay, but I'm not a fan of that one. But it'll be all right. It may work. That white's a lot of contrast. Maybe I should have went with a lighter chenille. So I'll do a purple one. Sometimes purple works well. Is Rosie in or out, Naomi?
Yeah.
Oh, she must be sleeping. She's being quiet. The window, we got the window open, so she's staring out the window, I guess. I can hear trucks out there and stuff. She's probably trying to figure out what they all are. Yeah, I also been like, I don't know how truthful it is or whatever, but I was reading if you have a lot of sinus issues and stuff like that, that to like put the water up your nose and stuff like that. And there ain't no way I can do any of that stuff. So I don't know what to do. I don't like taking pills neither. So even, sinus medicine, I don't like. It's just not me. Color do I want to do? You know what? I think we'll just do all purple. Got a little bitty piece of purple sitting here. I know y'all, to y'all, it looks blue. I know. I see it. I see it on the camera, but see that head? That head is the same exact color as the body and the tail. It's just different material, so it's like reflecting the light different. I mean, it's a little bit lighter, but it's not much lighter. But it shows up different. Maybe because this, the feather and the chenille is UV'd, so maybe that's why. And no, I didn't change my thread. I left the white on there, but I don't care. You're not going to see it when I'm done with it anyways. See, you can't see that white thread in there anyway. But that'll be a good jig. So, but yeah. Now what do we tie? I know what we do. I got some big hooked. So that's a size. That's like a 1/0 hook, and that's a 16th head. Well, now I'm gonna get the hiccups. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie. Orange has been working really well out there too. So I'll just use up a couple of these orange feathers here. I'll make that jig a little bit longer. See, it don't matter if you make your jigs long or short. It just depends on where you're at. Some guys like little bitty hooks. Some guys went like size 8 and 6 hooks on 16th and 8th. And I say good luck to that on most of it. See, that's a big old long one. And find me some. Move my other box. Let's do like this color orange this time instead of the Tiger Fire. We'll just use up some of this. Get it all in twisted. See, I knew that. Dog stretched and pushed the whole shelf. I don't know if you've seen anything move. Oh, you guys can't see that far over. Okay. Well, maybe you can. That shelf right there, did it move? If so, it was the dog on the other side. She's sleeping on the end table, looking out the window. So we have since we have the love seat against the wall, we have right next to the love seat, we have a coffee table turned sideways. So it sticks out, a foot further than the couch. So it's like instead of lengthways against the wall, it's out that way against the wall. But that's so Naomi's sitting, to the side of that, could use the table also. But the dog has taken the table over since she's so big. She takes up the entire table, and Gregory has now put pillows and stuff on the table. So now she knows that she can lay on the table. She lays on that table and looks out the window, which is hilarious because she's a 70-pound Doberman staring out the window like a Dachshund. There you go. See, that's a good looking jig. That'll work today. But if y'all want to send me stickers and you haven't sent me stickers, if you send me a sticker, I'll send you a sticker back. So you can you can email me for my address if you want a sticker from me, and then I'll give you a sticker. I'll give you a sticker and you give me a sticker back. And just to make it easy, you can just email me your address and I'll mail you and say sticker. So doublehookangling@gmail.com and say, hey, I want a sticker. And then give me your address and I'll mail you a sticker free. It don't cost you nothing. The stickers are like, the regular postage to get out, 50 whatever cents it is now. What is mail now, Naomi? I can't even remember. We buy the forever stamp, so if it ever goes up, then we have some. And we usually, what's funny is you can buy them once in a while. You can buy the forever stamps, like the older ones. People will sell 100 count rolls for, $30 or something. So, that's cheap. And it's probably because they bought them from way back. And some of the ones I got one forever stamps that are like the first forever stamps they came out with. And we bought like 200 or 300 stamps back then. And I still got plenty left and they're forever stamps. So it doesn't matter what the postage goes up to. So needless to say, some of these stamps costing me, or some of these stickers would probably only cost me $0.25 to send out, 30 some cents. So, but y'all want a sticker, email me, say I want a sticker, give me your address, I'll send you a sticker, and you can send me a sticker back if you have stickers. We'll get my wall filled up. I think I'm going to tie a few of the white ones on this, but change the body color. That chenille that my son got is a woolly booger chenille, but it's a large. Like I said, they said it's a medium, but I think it's a large. Now I cross wrap that to hold that because on these nickel finish hooks, that thread will slide when you try to lock it down. So if you zigzag it as you're wrapping and pull tight, they usually hold. I've had a few pull out, but also the way I do mine, wrapping one feather at a time, it seems to help hold the feather in there better. So, it don't pull out or unwrap or you don't have any issues. That feather's too short. I want to make some light ones. So maybe do one more little, find my feathers. I was looking for my feathers. do this. All right. Oh, Gregory's home.
Uh-oh.
That'll work. That right there. I'll throw some of this flash on it. What'd you find, Gregory? We'll bring it over here. Show them. You can show them. There's only a few people left in here. Hey, there's old Rusty Smith. Good morning, bud. How you doing? Come here. Look, Gregory got him a hat at the thrift store. And now we get Rosie coming in to say hi to Gregory since he's back. How y'all doing? I hope y'all are going to have a great week. If I get rid of this sinus headache, I will. I'm going fishing still. I don't care. It don't matter. I gotta go fishing. Okay, what color? What color? I really don't want to use that white. That's a big one. Ooh, I still had a tiny piece of that left, and I think that's enough. This was that smaller. How you do this? Yeah, go make you a sandwich, Gregory, so we can get loaded up and go fishing. Oh. Yeah, we gotta go make a movie, guys. We gotta keep you guys content coming out, and it's worth the sacrifice. I mean, either way, it's worth the sacrifice to go fishing, and it's worth the sacrifice for you guys. You take it however you want. All right. See, look at that dude. That'll be a good one too. Yep. I think this is about where we're gonna end it, guys. Appreciate you coming in. Sorry we're gonna be a little short today. I normally go until 9:30, but I got a sinus headache. I gotta see if I can get some more coffee down and go blow my nose and hack to where you guys don't hear me. And then get loaded up to go fishing and see if we can catch some slabbies. So we're gonna go after crappie again today. That's why I tied up all these jigs to do some testing to see if I can get some different jigs and stuff going out. But here's a box, like I said, for you guys that come in late. Here's a box of jigs that I got going, so you can kind of see what we're working with. And that one will be going out if the guy wants it here before too long. I got to finish tying it up tonight. The last couple of days, I just haven't felt like doing anything. I almost didn't do a live again this week. Appreciate you guys, not, still coming, saying, hey, I appreciate you, Dave, and stuff like that. Even though I wasn't here last week, it was Good Friday. So hopefully you forgive me. Natural State Fishing, how you doing, bud? I got a sinus infection. I'm kind of fighting some stuff, but I'm still going to go fishing. I'm not getting on the kayak today, so nobody's got to freak out that I don't wear a life jacket on my kayak. I got a few people upset with me, but I don't have one and I need to get one. So my old one is junk. So it would be better than nothing, but I'm not going on public water. So, I'm kind of doing my thing. So please forgive me. I'll get a life jacket as soon as I get some money. So if I can sell some more jigs or sell some jigs, I don't know. It is what it is, guys. You know how it is. So there's the last of that coffee. You guys be safe, be blessed. Have a great day. I'm out of here. Go tie something, y'all.